Hello family, how are you all doing? I believe we are great. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here and God has really been faithful. This is Worship with Encounters.
Where feet may fail and fear surrounds me. You've never failed, and you won't start now. As your love in wave after wave crashes over me, crashes over.
Hello family, good evening. How are we all doing? I believe we are doing awesomely great and God is faithful. I'm so happy to be here once again. We give God praise for yet another opportunity in His presence. And the last episode was awesome. God dealt marvelously with us. And yet again, He's set to bless you. We have someone awesome in the house who the Lord is going to use. I just urge you to sit back, worship along, and expect encounters. She's none other than Minister Mabel Princewill. Yeah, so like I said, Minister Mabel Princewill is here in the house this evening. I know you have expectations. I just urge you to set your hearts right and believe that the Lord is going to meet every single one of them. So you're welcome, Ma. Thank you so much for coming around. We believe that God is going to use you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you. I want to thank the entire Worship with Encounter crew for having me today. I want to believe that God through me will indeed give encounters to people as you worship with a short clip of video today. We give God praise for a day like this. We thank Him for all that He has done. We thank Him for all that He will yet do. Only He can do the things that He does. Only He can grant grace. Only He can grant the power to do anything. And so right now, I want you, wherever you are, in your home, in your offices, in your car, wherever you are, you to lift up your voice and give God worship with a simple song. Mighty God, I bless your name. Holy One, I worship you, for you are God all by yourself. Yes, you are. You are God all by yourself. Age to age, you're still the same. All creation will shout your praise. You are God all by yourself. You are God all by yourself. Say age to age to age, you're still the same. All creation will shout your praise. You are God all by yourself. Oh God, you are God all by yourself. Yes, you are God. You are God all by yourself. You are God. You are God all by yourself. Say you are God. You are God all by yourself. You are God. You are God all by yourself. The very theme of today's worship says you're very alabaster. And if we were to go to the scriptures, Matthew 26, the account of Matthew 26 and Mark 14, it says that when Jesus was at a feast of Passover, that a woman came and poured her precious ointment on the head of the master. And that while she was at it, so many people and some of the disciples got angry. And they asked, why would you pour such precious ointment that is so costly on Jesus when that same ointment can be sold and the proceeds from it given to the poor? Now you would wonder, why would the disciples who were with Jesus complain after seeing all that he has done, knowing that he deserves more? Why would they complain that this was too much to be done for a man who has borne our sins, for a man who has done so much for us? Why would there be any complaint? And then it says that Jesus replied and said, it's not because you care about the poor, because you would always have the poor here with you, but after a little while I'll be taken up. And now I caught something in this scripture, because now the woman didn't just come with anything that does not cost her something. She came with something that was of value to her. And now she didn't just come with any kind of worship. And if you want to read about alabaster, alabaster means something that is pure, something that is transparent. So it means she came with a transparent, with a pure worship to the master. And now it takes me back to the question, your very alabaster. What do you want to worship God with today? Is it something that cost you something? Are you going to worship God with a pure and sincere heart? And now, for God to receive anything from you, it has to cost you something. It has to be from your heart. It has to be pure. Because just like you cannot put a wine in an old wine skin, you don't expect God to receive worship out of an impure heart. He needs you whole and complete. He needs you willing. And so you have to be intentional in your worship. It has to be intentional. You have to come to Him laying down every other thing. You have to come to Him with something that costs you something. Is it your time that people feel you should use for something more better? Or is it your time that people feel that you should use for something more useful other than for worship? Then if it's your time that can cost you something, then bring it to God in this worship. If it is your finances that you can use in the worship of God to propagate the gospel, then bring it into this worship. Bring something that will make people say this is too much for God. Because it is when they say this is too much for God, that is when God can actually bless you. It is when people feel that you've given too much, that's when God can say, my daughter and my son, you have done so well. It is when people criticize you for the amount of worship that you give to Him, that is when you can actually know that you've done something, that you've given something that has cost you something. And now the woman didn't just come with anything, she came with something of value. I want you, as you approach the throne of grace today, to come with something of value. Let it cost you something, because it is when it costs you something that you will see how God can do wonders through worship. God can wrought encounters through worship. And I want to drop this here today, that earth has no pain that heaven cannot heal. I am a living testimony of this. I have experienced God in dimensions I never thought was possible. 5 years from today, I never knew I'd be where I am and I'll be the person that I am today. But God has shown me that He can pick up from the gutters and He can clean up. And God can do anything with anybody. He just as long as you are willing. Trust God today. Give Him the whole of your heart, your soul, your body, and you will see Him do wonders through worship. I've seen the God of wonders doing mighty things, healing the oppressed, set the captives free. He's the lily of the valley, the bright and morning star, the ruler of a nation, great and mighty one. The heaven and earth adore Him. Angels bow before Him. The heavens declare you, your great and mighty power. The heavens declare you, your great and mighty power. You're greater than the greatest. You're stronger than the strongest. You're mightier than the mightiest. Better than the best. You're 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 better than the best. And just when we lack words to express it. And I saw them and nose getting the nose yet. And I nose getting the nose yet. Bracon the nose. And I see on my nose getting the nose yet. And I nose getting the nose getting the nose yet. And I nose and the nose yet. And I told the nose getting the nose. And I saw the nose and the nose yet. Masuka tosi and the nose yet. And I tosa. Return the nose getting the nose. Masuka to the nose and the nose getting. He's better than the best. He's stronger than the strongest. He is mightier than the mightiest. He does not need to be authenticated. He does not need to be certified. He does not need to be measured. He is who he says he is. He stands in a class of his own. And no one can contend with him. I can't even say that you're brighter than the star because he created the stars. I cannot measure the creation to the creator because he's above them. He created them. He made them. So I can't even equate him to anything. He's above. He's in a class of his own and nothing contends with him. Nothing. And so for anyone who feels down, for anyone who feels depressed, for anyone who feels that life is over, just think about the things he has created. Some of the things that you have ignorantly bowed down to. If you can bow down to the creation, why not to the creator? So that the one who created these things can actually mend your life. So he can actually mold it. He is God all by himself. You do not need to verify him. He does not need to go through a test. Because he's all sufficient. All that we crave is that we see another side of him. Because no matter how much you know him, no matter how much you feel you know him, there's still another side that you've not scratched. There's still another side that you've not touched. There's still another side that you've not experienced. If you feel your ankle deep in his experience, there's an overflow. And if there's an overflow, there's actually drowning. You can drown in him. He's well able. Cast your cares on him because there's nothing he can do through your worship. Just give him praise. Bless his name. He is God. He is mighty. He is worthy. Bless his name. Thank him for all that he has done, for all that you will yet do. You know, sometimes we just have to forget our cares and our worries and just bless him for who he is. Travis Green said, thank you for being God. Not for anything you've done, but just thank you for just being God. Because God can actually do without us, but we can't do without him. We need him for everything. He has substitutes, he has alternatives, but he chose you. He decided to fix his gaze on you. Thank him that you're his deliberate choice. Thank him that he chose you out of the multitude, out of the trillions, out of the billions, and that he hears you every time you call. It's enough for you to bless his name. It's enough for you to thank him. It's enough for you to give him praise. That you're breathing, that you're alive, that you're well, hale and hearty is enough for you to give him praise. Bless his name. He is worthy. He is worthy. He is worthy. Engra kosi andele manos kete le sundale manos. Engranana kosi andele manos kete prakonda le manosia. Eratunda le manos kete engrana kosi andele manos kete. Rabadosha andele makosi andele tos kete. Ekona le manos kete le manosia pretunda. Regados kete prakosi andele manos. Engranana kosi andele manos kete. Engra kosi andele manos kete. We lay our crowns and we worship you. We lay everything that means anything to us and we give you praise. Whatever we find valuable, we lay it at your feet today. Whatever we think is important, we lay it at your feet today. Because you are Yahweh. Hey, you are Yahweh. 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 Alpha and Omega. You are Yahweh. 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 Alpha and Omega. You are Yahweh. Alpha and Omega. We worship you out of a heart devoid of compromise, out of a heart devoid of impurities, out of a heart devoid of sentiment. You are mighty. You are great. You are awesome. We can't explain you. You're unexplainable. You're untamable. You're indescribable. You stand as the lion and the lamb, the one who can kill and yet make alive, the one who can open the door and no man can close, the one who can shut it and no man can open. You don't need to get approval for anything that you do. You do not need our consent, but yet you have us in mind. You have our best interests at heart. We give you praise. The one who's too faithful to fail, the one who's mighty to deliver, the one who's mighty to set free. We've seen you wrought miracles and mighty wonders upon the earth. We've read about you and we've experienced you. In times past, we read of the things that you did, and now we've seen bigger and greater things that you've done. You do not vary. You're constant. So we've come with a heart of worship this evening to say thank you. We bless your name. We are grateful. We are grateful to the one who can keep. We are grateful to you, the one who can bless. We give you praise. We bless your name. Thank you. We've come with our very alabaster and we pour it before you. So receive it. Jesus.
I just want to give a word to someone out there who feels he can't worship or she can't worship. Maybe by reason of maybe her past issues or maybe one or two things, and she's seated there or he's seated there and saying, I'm not fit to worship Jesus. I can't come boldly before him because of one or two things that must have happened. I just want to talk to somebody like that out there.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
If there's anyone with a dirty past, if there's anyone with a past that I think is not mendable, it is me. And then if I can stand today to worship, anyone can.
Oh, yes.
If I can stand today to give God praise, anyone can. Because I've seen how he has lifted me, how he has taken me from a street girl and made me who I am today. And so I can stand purified. I can stand because he has forgiven me. And now no matter what you've been through, no matter the pain, no matter the hurt, no matter how dark and how dirty your past is, God is well able to cleanse you. He is well able to help you. He is well able to lift you up from that dungeon and bring you up to sit with princes. He is well able to do much more than you can ever think. And so let your past not limit you. Let even the thing that you did yesterday not limit you. Not even the one you did this morning. For as long as you can say, Lord, I am sorry. For as long as you can say, God, I am sorry, forgive me. You can worship and worship Him from your heart, and He will listen to you. He is well able to forgive. He is well able to draw you back to Himself.
Hallelujah. Wow, wow, wow. I'm so blessed, and I know you are blessed too. I want to say a very big thank you, Ma, for coming to be with us. Thank you so much, Ma, for being a blessing. God really used you tremendously tonight, and we pray for more grace. We pray for greater oil in untold measures. In Jesus' name. Yes, family, I know you were blessed. I believe you were blessed. And yes, we give God praise for how He blessed us tonight. And I just urge you to keep worshiping this Jesus. He's an awesome person. And I know that there is great gain in loving and serving Jesus. So see you next time in Worship with Encounters. Keep loving Jesus. Stay blessed. God bless you. I know that there is great gain in loving and serving Jesus. So see you next time in Worship with Encounters. Keep loving Jesus. Stay blessed. God bless you.
Chains be broken. They are told Shapana.